Alright, this year we had a few problems. What was going to be a day filled with a rock show, yes, that's yours truly ripping the Star Spangled Banner, fireworks, and relaxation was instead a disaster that ruined the last part of the evening and forever burned in a frightful memory that could have gone much worse. We're all thanking our lucky stars that everyone walked away and no property damage occurred, and we're viewing this as a fortunate teaching moment that we will never forget. So stay tuned, everyone. I'm going to show the show as it occurred in real time, then dive into what went wrong. I'll include multiple videos from different cameras as well as slow motion that will show exactly what happened. Alright, let's go.
Welcome to 4th of July 2022, and we've got the boards all loaded up. This is going to be board 1 over here. We're going to start with this zipper cake, and we're just going to go down the rows in an S-like way, and we're going to join board 1 with board 2 right here, and that's also going to start with a fan cake. And we're just going to go down the line. I'm sorry, a zipper cake. Go down the line. Then when we reach Evil Temptation back there, we're going to jump over to canister shells. We'll actually probably throw a couple of these racks in the middle of this show right here. And then at the end, the very finale is going to be kind of Sky Puke. This rack's going to be Sky Puke. They're just random shells, Excalibur shells and some other, $90 to $120 shells. And then we've got these guys for the final finale. And these are our faux salutes right here, the custom ones that I made. And we've got 100 of those. So there's 50 right here and there's 50 up there. And it should be one heck of a show. We're going to do some music this year as well. We've got two 18-inch subs back there, 12-inch mains, and a big pedal board. We've got an effects board, of course, and a whole slew of gear that we're going to put on this amazing performance, we hope anyway. So this is it. This is 4th of July 2022. We're stepping it up progressively each year, gaining ground, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be playing at a stadium near you. All right, stay tuned for the show. If you want to skip to the finale, right here.
I will change the tune.
This is when things went south. The loud explosion you just heard was the beginning of the chaos that ensued. Ground explosions and damage to the boards and racks caused premature ignition of several shell racks and cakes. You almost wouldn't know anything out of the order happened from this view, but trust me, it was utter chaos on the ground. I'll have other videos that will show the chaos much better, but for now, I'll let this viewpoint play out to the end. And as you'll see, we would have had one heck of a show if things had gone properly. Stay tuned for the other viewpoints. Mercifully, the show is over. What you're seeing now is the aftermath of the setup. The lighting is bad, but hopefully you can see the destruction that occurred from the ground's explosions. Now, let's take a look at more footage from different cameras that captured the ground view and intense sounds that made us run like mice. At least no one acted like those fainting ghosts. Although, as you'll see, some of the kids did not take the cue from others and remained seated. That was a bit scary. This video captured what started the ground explosions. I'll use slow motion to show what I think triggered the malfunctions and the insanity that followed. Alright, that was a lot, and I think it's time that we just kind of get down into the weeds here and try to figure out what happened. And if you look at this picture, this kind of tells the story. If you look in the upper right hand side of this image, you will see 4 mortar tubes, and those are freestanding tubes as compared to the racks and all the cakes that were fastened to the boards. What's so frustrating is that everything you see here, the placement of the cakes, the fusing, the organization, everything was planned. There wasn't an inch of fuse that wasn't measured and placed accordingly. I'm meticulous like that, especially when it comes to pyrotechnics. I'm no professional by any means, but I do factor in everything that I can think of in relation to safety and the cadence of the show. That's why it baffles me that I allowed a last-minute addition to the show in the form of freestanding mortar tubes. That just makes no sense, and something I still can't believe I let happen. Ultimately, the freestanding tubes fell over, and the shells were launched into a 25-shot salute rack, which then shot salute shells into the other canister shell racks and caused all of the ground explosions and destruction of the setup. Again, it could have been much worse, and going forward there will be no changes, additions, or anything done last minute. This will be a hard and fast rule that will not be broken. This combined with more safety protocols will ensure a safe show that everyone can enjoy without the fear of a malfunction. And if you look here, this is the initial blast from the first mortar tube that tipped over. As you can see, it was a ground explosion, and it tipped over the second tube. Fortunately, that artillery shell was shot down into a hill in a sloped section behind the fireworks, but the damage was already done. So from that initial blast, it tipped over a couple racks. Actually, I lost 4 racks total in the whole thing, and about 91 shells exploded on the ground. And this is the beginning of all of those explosions. You see that one shell flying off to the left there? That was the start, but they were all soon on their way to detonation. So this is the aftermath of what you saw in the video. And you can see we got kind of a scorched earth here where everything went bad. And what's even more scary is just, you know, you come across these and these are significant. I mean, that's my palm, and there's even a bigger one over here. And my foot's in there. So all in all, just pretty bad situation. And you know, what we did do, what we kind of do every year is we, put the platforms here, and we've got this whole back area that shields things. So we actually aim this direction. We put a little bit of a slant on everything, so that helped because a lot of the fireworks that fell over and then got shot did go down here, which was great. But still very, very unfortunate. And check this out. A screw is propelled at such force to pierce through this tube. It reminds me of how a tornado can put a 2x4 through a train car. It's absolutely insane. But all in all, we had 1 ember that burned someone's foot, 4 destroyed canister shell racks, scorched earth, damaged boards, and who knows, maybe someone suffered some PST from witnessing this chaos. But we will take from this event more safety and will scale down the show as it clearly has outgrown its environment. Perhaps the rock gods are simply telling us to shred more and destroy eardrums the old-fashioned way, through the high decibel sounds of tube screamers and big speakers. And thanks to all my neighbors who were so unbelievably cool about everything despite their absolute right to be upset. We will make it up to you, that I can promise. Alright, let freedom ring everyone, just do it safely.